How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the Player's Choice sale that runs through October 22nd. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my coverage of any new sales that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 10K by the end of the year, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping from me, let's get into the video. For $9.59, Dragon Ball FighterZ is a high-octane anime-style fighting game that brings the iconic characters, explosive attacks, and over-the-top battles of the Dragon Ball universe to life in stunning detail. Master fast-paced 3v3 tag-team combat with easy-to-learn but hard-to-master mechanics, chaining high-speed combos, building your dream team, and executing spectacular support attacks to dominate every fight. Dive into a fully voiced, exclusive story mode featuring the brand new character Android 21, created under the supervision of Akira Toriyama, or jump online for ranked matches, interactive lobbies, and chaotic 6-player party matches that keep the action fresh and thrilling. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 70 hours to platinum. For $9.99, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition is an open-world dark fantasy RPG where you play as Geralt of Rivia, a legendary monster slayer searching for the Child of Prophecy across a vast, war-torn, morally gray world filled with danger, intrigue, and consequence. Hunt ferocious beasts using potions, magic, and master-crafted weapons, take on richly written quests full of impactful choices, and explore breathtaking cities, forests, and ruins teeming with life, mystery, and danger. This edition includes both major expansions, all DLC, and PS5 upgrades like ray tracing, faster loading, 3D audio, and Netflix-inspired gear for the ultimate next-gen experience. It's a 93 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 110 hours to platinum. For $5.99, Mafia Definitive Edition is a cinematic, story-driven remake of the 2002 classic, following Tommy Angelo, a humble cab driver pulled into the violent and seductive world of organized crime in 1930s Lost Heaven. Navigate the Prohibition-era streets as you rise through the ranks of Don Salieri's powerful mob, balancing loyalty, morality, and survival in a city gripped by corruption, betrayal, and shifting alliances. Completely rebuilt from the ground up with stunning 4K visuals, expanded storylines, enhanced gameplay, and new features like motorcycles and collectibles, it delivers a faithful yet modern retelling of an iconic crime saga that feels both nostalgic and fresh. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $5.99, Tales of Zestiria is a sprawling action JRPG set in a beautifully crafted medieval fantasy world torn between two warring nations, following Sori, a curious young adventurer destined to become the legendary shepherd and save humanity from corruption and darkness. Explore vast open fields, ancient ruins, and mystical lands inspired by classic fantasy literature, while uncovering a story rich in friendship, faith, destiny, and moral choices that shape the world around you. Its seamless real-time battle system lets you switch from exploration to combat instantly, fusing characters together for powerful transformations and devastating attacks and fast, strategic encounters. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 90 hours to platinum. For $7.99, Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition is a historically grounded open-world RPG set in 15th century Bohemia, following Henry, a humble blacksmith's son thrust into a brutal civil war after his village is destroyed and his family brutally murdered. Experience an immersive, realistic medieval world with no magic, where every sword fight, dialogue choice, and moral decision shapes your path toward vengeance and ultimate redemption. This Royal Edition includes all 5 DLCs, Treasures of the Past, From the Ashes, The Amorous Adventures of Bold Sir Hans Capon, Band of Bastards, and A Woman's Lot, adding new stories, challenges, and gameplay depth. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $9.99, Persona 4 Golden is a critically acclaimed JRPG that blends supernatural mystery, turn-based combat, and life simulation, placing you in the shoes of a high school student in the rural town of Inaba as a series of bizarre murders unfold. Explore otherworldly dungeons, battle monstrous shadows, and confront the darker sides of yourself, while building meaningful friendships, participating in school events, and making choices that shape your story. With enhanced graphics, smooth gameplay, difficulty options, quick save, and fully voiced Japanese and English audio, this definitive edition offers an unforgettable mix of strategy, story, and heartwarming daily life. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 125 hours to platinum. For $7.99, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD is a fast-paced action RPG where you control Class 0, 14 elite students from a prestigious military academy, as they fight to defend their homeland from a brutal, relentless invading empire bent on total conquest. Switch between characters in real-time combat, harness unique abilities and devastating magic, and experience a dark, war-torn world full of strategy, sacrifice, political intrigue, and high-stakes battles that test your skills, tactics, and critical decision-making. With its engaging story, cinematic presentation, and deep combat system, this Western debut delivers an intense, immersive, and unforgettable role-playing experience. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $5.99, Middle-earth Shadow of War Definitive Edition is a massive open-world action RPG that continues Talion and Celebrimbor's epic journey to dominate Mordor and forge a new ring of power. Command your own orc army, assaulting towering fortresses in epic large-scale battles, and manipulate the ranks of Sauron's forces through the award-winning Nemesis system that makes every enemy unique and memorable. The Definitive Edition includes all DLC, Desolation of Mordor, Blade of Galadriel, Slaughter Tribe, and Outlaw Tribe, adding new characters, campaigns, missions, tribes, gear, and brutal challenges across the sprawling dark lands of Middle-earth. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $8.99, Tomb Raider 1-3 Remastered is a definitive collection of Lara Croft's original globe-trotting adventures, lovingly restored with enhanced visuals, modern controls, and all expansion content in one seamless, nostalgic, and polished package. Explore perilous tombs, ancient ruins, and mythical locations across the world as you solve intricate puzzles, uncover legendary treasures, and battle deadly foes in the iconic trilogy that defined an entire era of action-adventure gaming. Featuring upgraded graphics, smoother performance, and the ability to toggle to the original classic look at any time, it's the perfect way to relive or experience these legendary games for the first time. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 110 hours to get all 3 platinums. Just be aware that only the PS4 versions have platinums, the PS5 version is one big trophy list without a platinum. For $8.99, Sakura Wars is a vibrant action-adventure and dating sim hybrid set in an alternate 1940s steampunk Tokyo, where the Imperial Combat Revue defends the city from invading demonic forces threatening all of humanity. As newly appointed captain Seijiro Kamiyama, you'll lead the struggling Flower Division, part stage performers, part soldiers, by building trust, improving morale, and rekindling their fighting spirit through heartfelt interactions and emotional choices using the LIPS dialogue system. The stronger your relationships, the more powerful your team becomes in flashy, fast-paced mecha battles that cap off each dramatic, thrilling episode with cinematic flair. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $9.99, Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom is a colorful action-adventure game that revives the beloved Monster World series, created alongside Ryuichi Nishizawa, the original Wonder Boy mastermind. Guide Jin through a vibrant, hand-drawn world, transforming into 6 unique forms with distinct combat and platforming abilities, while exploring vast lands, defeating challenging enemies, and uncovering hidden secrets. Featuring an incredible soundtrack from legendary composers like Yuzo Koshiro and Motoi Sakuraba, enhanced DualSense feedback, native 4K resolution, and ultra-smooth 120 FPS, it delivers a modern yet nostalgic adventure full of charm and excitement. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $6.29, Star Ocean First Departure R is a classic sci-fi JRPG set in the year 346, following Roddick and his friends Millie and Dorn as they uncover a mysterious disease petrifying their neighbors and threatening the wider galaxy and entire world alike. Journey from the peaceful town of Kratos to distant mountains and beyond, battling enemies, exploring strange new worlds, and meeting allies like Ronix and Ilya in a story full of adventure, discovery, friendship, and interstellar intrigue. With revamped graphics, updated systems, and quality of life improvements, this definitive edition offers both longtime fans and newcomers a polished and deeply engaging experience. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $7.49, Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition is a stylish, action-packed hack-and-slash game where players dive into fast-paced combat, over-the-top combos, and cinematic battles in a dark, demon-infested world. Play as multiple characters including Nero, Dante, Virgil, Trish, and Lady, each with unique abilities and devastating attacks, while taking on hordes of enemies in intense battles in the challenging legendary Dark Knight mode. Featuring enhanced 1080p visuals at 60 FPS, new game modes, improved controls, and autosave functionality, this special edition delivers a polished, thrilling, and unforgettable action-packed experience for both longtime fans and newcomers. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 90 hours to platinum. For $7.49, Trover Saves the Universe is a bizarre, offbeat comedy adventure where your dogs have been dognapped by a lunatic using their life essence to destroy the entire cosmos, and only you and Trover, a reluctant purple eye-hole monster, can save everything from total annihilation. Explore strange alien worlds, solve puzzles, battle enemies, and make morally questionable choices while upgrading both Trover and yourself with unique abilities and fast-paced, chaotic, and often absurd gameplay. With its offbeat humor, colorful characters, platforming, and full VR support, this Squanch Games creation delivers a weird, hilarious, and endlessly entertaining experience. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. There's something here for every type of player, so be sure to check some of these out while the sale is still going on. From this set of games, I've played Mafia, Tales of Zestiria, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Persona 4, and the old Tomb Raider games, so I can recommend each of those from personal experience. The rest of the games do look pretty fun though. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.